Hi everyone.
Hi.
Welcome back to the channel.
Welcome back to the channel.
Yes.
A lot of you thought we weren't going to come back this week, but we're here. It's not because we're not in the van as much as before that we're not going to do videos. We're still going to be here.
We're still going to see we're in the van right now. It's not
Yes.
green screen. It's the actual van.
And talking of the van, since we've been back, we've been working, 2 or 3 days a week in the van?
We try to enjoy the van still.
Yeah, we do. And it's still, with the heater, it's still feasible to work in the van right now. So we do spend a couple of days a week working from the van. And this week we're answering one of the questions you have the most, and that is...
A holy question.
How do we get Wi-Fi on the road? So we're going to be telling you what's our setup, what's our gear, if we have a portable modem or if something fixed to the car, how much we pay for that Wi-Fi, and we are going to show you a hack.
A way to extend
Your network.
your network.
Yeah.
A way to have Wi-Fi in places where there is not that much Wi-Fi.
Yes.
It's like a magic trick.
It's like a magic trick. So we're going to be showing
And it's
you...
a bit evil.
So that's what we're going to be talking about this week. We're going to be showing you our setup and everything so you can work from the van. Obviously, we've done it for the past 6, 8, 9 months, and it's been like...
It's feasible.
It's the same as back home.
Yeah,
or similar.
so stay tuned. We're going to show you how...
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. We're going to show you everything in a few minutes.
Hi, we're Dom and Marie.
Since 2016, we traveled the world by van looking for the perfect road trip. Until we decided to buy and convert our own little home on wheels that we named Vanessa.
Every Sunday, we share parts of our van life experience with as much details as possible.
Tips, tricks, and stories that we hope will inspire you to start your own travel project.
But for now, buckle up, subscribe, and enjoy the ride for this new episode of Van Life Sagas. Let's go back to what we do as a living. We've talked about this a few weeks ago in the How We Make Money on the Road video. We'll be putting the link to that below.
The card will appear somewhere here.
Bing! But, so what I do, I need to work on my computer all the time. I'm a social media manager, so I need to be posting and interacting with
And
customers
monitoring.
online. And I'm still in school doing a PhD, so I need to be downloading articles and writing things online. So I need Wi-Fi
All the time.
all the time, day, night, everywhere.
And it can get pretty dramatic when we don't have Wi-Fi.
Well, when you know you have something to publish for a customer and the freaking app on Instagram doesn't work to program posts, you need Wi-Fi and you need it now. What about you, dude?
Dude,
Babe,
you're calling me dude now.
baby, honey, love, pumpkin.
For my part, I don't need Wi-Fi all the time. I need Wi-Fi once or twice a day. However, when I need Wi-Fi, it's usually for large transfers of information. For example, I mainly work with 4K videos and super high resolution pictures. So when I send that to my clients or to my team, I usually need a big chunk of fast Wi-Fi. So she has a steady need for average Wi-Fi, and I need a very
low quantity, but
very low quantity of Wi-Fi
Very
needed,
fast
but
Wi-Fi.
very fast and very powerful Wi-Fi when I need it. There you go. So before we give you what we use for our Wi-Fi connection in the van, we're going to tell you about the options that people have in general.
Yeah.
There are 3 options we found that are very useful. You have the portable modem. Modem?
modem?
Modem. How do you pronounce modem?
I think it's modem.
How do you pronounce
Really?
modem?
Modem.
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 Modem. Portable modem?
Modem.
Modem. Okay,
Modem.
so you have the portable modem.
You have the portable modem, which means you can carry around a cardish kind of device in your pocket if you want to go work in a cafe or if you want to go work in a park. You have the van modem. This would be the device you install somewhere in your van that has access to the internet, which would distribute it in the van.
Similar to what you have at home. So at home you have a modem
Yeah.
and it stays there. So it's
A
similar
modem.
to that.
And the third option is the cell phone hotspot. Basically just using your phone to share your connection with the environment. So
Now-
there you go.
Now, pros and cons
Of each option.
of each one. Now, starting with the first option, which was the portable device. Portable modem, you have 2 devices. Qu'est-ce que tu fais?
I'm imitating the portable device. Okay, sorry.
Were these your antenna?
Well, these are my virtual antennas.
Okay, so portable modem, 2 devices. One that is very, very small, similar to a credit card that you can put in your pocket or in a purse, whatever, and one that is slightly bigger. Now, these need to be plugged AC
For recharging purposes.
for recharging purposes. I think they last 12 hours if I am right. So you need to charge them obviously during the night or when you're not working. The pros of this is that you can have Wi-Fi in various areas. So if you're going in a cafe, if you're going somewhere else, as we mentioned before, hiking a mountain, whatever, you can have that device with you and you have Wi-Fi.
The cons that I feel with that portable Wi-Fi device is that you need to manage your battery in order to get Wi-Fi. Now, it sounds pretty simple, but for some people, like Marie, who need absolute Wi-Fi 24/7, no matter where she is, managing the battery and running out of battery is not an option. So that's a little con for you, and I guess for many people.
Now, second option was the fixed modem in the van. So something that is fixed to the car.
Do you like my imitation of the fixed modem?
So that is similar to what you have at home, as we mentioned before. It's something that stays in the van. The pros of this, you always have Wi-Fi when you're in the van and you don't need to worry about the battery.
So the cons of a van modem, well, it's pretty simple. You need to be near your van to have Wi-Fi. While some people think it's very useful to just stay around your van, I know a lot of people we met on the road would like, to at least be able to go a couple of hundred meters to work. And remember, vans are big metal boxes.
Yeah.
So sometimes Wi-Fi get not that far from your van. If you're.
Yeah, we met someone who was working just outside at a picnic table on a camp spot, and he couldn't get the Wi-Fi from the van, so he needed to be really close or in the van to get that Wi-Fi.
So that's a con for the van modem.
And the third device is the iPhone, or any phone that has Wi-Fi.
See, it's us on the picture. It's like us. It's the couple, us at Bow Lake.
So the pros of having Wi-Fi on your phone is most of the time you'll have it with you, so you always have Wi-Fi. You can move around with it, similar to a portable device. And you don't need to buy another machine because you already have Wi-Fi on this. So you don't need to buy something else to have Wi-Fi because you have this.
The cons of having your personal hotspot from your phone is that whether you realize it or not, you use a lot of batteries just asking for your phone to scan for networks all the time. And for some people that have older phones, for example, when your battery is getting tired, this can be a real pain in the ass.
And those of you who have an iPhone, we don't know about the other phones, but those of you who have an iPhone, you know that in the winter when it's cold, your phone stops working. So that's a con. So to recap, 3 options to have Wi-Fi in your van. Fixed modem, so something that is fixed to the van, portable devices, and sharing the connection with your phone. Now, no matter the system, whatever you choose to work with, you are always going to have the same capacity of Wi-Fi or the same speed of Wi-Fi. And that is because of the towers.
So what that means is that whether you're going for a portable modem, a van modem, or a telephone hotspot, you are relying on the same kind of technology. So that's it. Whether you go for a data plan on this or on a modem, you're going to have to pay for the network.
You're paying for the same thing.
One way or the other.
That's right. Now, what's our plan?
What's our plan? My plan is to finish this video and then go eat dinner.
Now, what's our setup?
Oh, the setup. The setup is rather simple for what we do. We use Marie's hotspot when we're on the road. So she has an iPhone 10.
Yeah, I think.
Whatever. That allows us to use her data plan with her personal hotspot. The data plan we have is 100 gig per
100
month.
gigs per month.
Yeah, okay. And the first 50 gigs are fast data.
Really, really fast.
Yeah, so we can use it for video uploads, downloads, publications, pretty much anything. And it's quite fast depending on the quality of the network where you are located.
Yes.
The second half of the plan, the last 50 gigs are slower.
No, but the last 50 gigs, you can still send an email. I can post something on Facebook, post something on Instagram. I can
super
answer
important.
to clients online.
Yeah.
It's just harder for you to upload videos, but we can still upload pictures and stuff like that.
So you just need more patience for the second half of your data plan, while the first half is super quick.
So the first month we would, do everything, and we ran out a couple of days before the end. So now what we do, if we have a very, very, very big upload, we'll try to go to a cafe or
Find some Wi-Fi.
Find some Wi-Fi. So what company should you go with? Plans in the United States, in Europe, in Asia, and Canada are very, very different. there are various companies here in Canada, and what we did before going with Nomad Telecom, I called a lot of them. Wanted to know what their maximum plan was and how much it would cost. And the cheapest and the most reliable was Nomad Telecom, who is affiliate of Rogers. They are located in Ottawa, Gatineau, Ottawa. Now, why we went with them, they work entirely online. They are a small team of people, and they are seriously there to help us out. Guys, just to start off with, we're not sponsored or anything. We're just sharing our knowledge and their knowledge because they're freaking amazing.
I think he paid Marie a couple of McFlurries, but that's it.
No, but he should.
So they started this specialty service a few months ago,
Yeah.
just because they were having a lot of customers asking for special deals on travel products.
Events as well.
And events as well. So they know what's going on when you're trying to operate something on the field. They know the importance of having fast data. They know also the importance of being on the line when someone calls.
They're also very good at telling you what you need. When we first started Van Life, I called LP and I was like, okay, so this is what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be working from the van most of the time, but I'm also going to be working in cafes and outdoors. Sometimes Dom and I walk just to get to a table besides the water. We work there for the entire day and we can't bring the van there. So what are my options? And he said, Marie, with the things that you do and with what you want to do, the best option for you is to share from your phone. So he's really good at telling you your options and
Giving
explaining
you what you need.
Exactly, and giving you what you need. Now, how do we get Wi-Fi when there is no Wi-Fi? We told you about a hack. This hack was shared by friends that we met on the road, MP and Zach. When we had one bar of Wi-Fi on our phone, they had 3. And I was like, what the hell? How do you do it? And their trick is what we call the Wii Boost. And we just, what?
A
Wii Boost. What a Wii Boost
is a cell signal booster.
you read the box.
Well, yeah, it's cell signal boost. So what we need to understand here is that on your small devices like these, you have an antenna,
Yep.
okay? And this is what you use to get the signal in your phone and use the Wi-Fi, okay? So the antenna in a phone is probably not that big. It's that big. The Wii Boost, what's fun with it is that the antenna gets rather big. Actually, we could open it and show you what's in the
We're
box.
gonna open it.
Okay, let's open it. So the Wii Boost is just a signal enhancer. It helps you reach farther distances with your antenna to have more network coming in your van. It's just a big
It's Christmas.
Christmas. It's just a very simple way to have more network coming in your devices than if you were using small antennas like this. And this is the outside antenna you install outside your truck.
Mostly on the ladder, on the back of the van.
So this is the whole device, and it would be as if you were going like this.
Sort of. So this is the outside antenna.
Outside antenna.
This goes inside the van.
This is the inside antenna. And this
Is the booster.
is the booster. So it looks like a piece from Star Trek Space. So what happens, like Marie just described, is that when you're in a not so powerful Wi-Fi zone or network zone, the system reaches out way farther and helps you boost your signal to have more Wi-Fi in your van.
Yeah. It's just, seriously, if you're working from the van, this is something that you need to invest in. It's something that you need, especially if you want to be in remote places. If you're always staying in campgrounds or in cities, you probably don't need it because you can rely on really good Wi-Fi. But us, we like to be in remote places, a bit secluded and, in the mountains out there. And that's exactly what we needed. So Wii Boost is a game changer. All right, so this is it, guys. This is our setup. Obviously, there are various options out there. It's up to you to choose whatever is best for your needs and interests. We decided to go with the phone because it was just the simplest option, and we had LP that told us exactly what we needed and how we should use it.
Based on our working profile.
Yeah.
So there you
and
go.
then recently we added the Wii Boost that we need to install.
Based on very positive experiences that we had in the West.
Exactly. We used it for 2 weeks from Zach and MP, and it just it
It's
changed
magic.
everything.
Yeah. So remember, the countries are different. We know in Europe there's a lot of providers. In Asia, a lot as well. In North America, it's different. The networks are super wide, super extended. So it all depends on where you are and what you do.
See you next Sunday, and enjoy the French lesson. Say bye.
J'ai fait ça.
Say bye.
I did a bye. I did.
Stop right now. Thank you very much. I need.
The French lesson number kaput. Quel est le mot de passe du Wi-Fi? What is the Wi-Fi password? The first part of the sentence is very easy. Quel is for what, is for is, and le is for the. Mot de passe is for the word password. We use a lot of little words in French for some reason. And du Wi-Fi, the Wi-Fi password. Again, we borrowed the English words for Wi-Fi because Wi-Fi in French is the same for Wi-Fi in English, since Wi-Fi means wireless fidelity. The right spelling in French would be fidélité sans fil, but I don't think we have an acronym for that. It would be something like a FISA-FI. What is the password for the FISA-FI? It sounds a bit stupid. A lot of French people also say sans fil. Quel est le mot de passe du sans fil? Et voilà! What is the Wi-Fi password? Quel est le mot de passe du Wi-Fi?